So I think AI is a blessing and a curse for entrepreneurs. It's a blessing in the sense that it's much, much cheaper now to build a company because you can have all these digital employees, these agents. You can, you produce code without needing an engineering team. You can do so much. But that also means that your competitor can do so much, and they can quickly build a company to compete with you very quickly. So it means you're going to have to find other forms of competitive advantage, right? And capital becomes less of an issue. Talent becomes less of an issue. I want to illustrate an example of how much cheaper it is to start a company, right? With a company that I am the chairman of the board and I'm an investor in, right? I mentioned how we do physical AI and we build digital twins of things, right? So last year I did an event in New York where we introduced Sand to the US. And these two young women came to me and they said, oh, we build digital twins. I said, what do you mean you build digital twins? I build digital twins, and because I was thinking of we build digital twins of cities and, telecommunications networks and everything. And they said, no, we build digital twins of people. And in fact, we've created a digital twin of you. So I said, oh, let me meet my digital twin. So they came and they met me and they introduced me to my digital twin. And what they had done is they had taken all of the data about me that was on the internet and they had created a thing that could talk and think like me. So, I like these two young women, and they were working for a company that had raised about $4 million, and they had about 13 employees, but they didn't quite like the company. So I said, look, let's create a company together. So they quit that company and we created a company, right? And in 2 months, we replicated what that company had done. And what they had done with 13 employees, we did it with 2 employees and with me as their mentor and chairman. And with what they had raised $4 million, we did it with $100,000.